Okay, this is Jake from Jake Industries, and we will be reviewing my Traxxas Slash and the internal parts of it. First, we will be starting with the battery and the battery cable. So, first, there's two brass pieces on each of the ends. You'll want to match up that side that it fits together. So like that. Then we will press, if you have the Traxxas waterproof XL5 receiver on your RC car, which is what all cars get whenever you first get them, unless they're like brushless. So like this one came with the correct receiver that goes with its motor, and we'll talk about that soon. So we'll pull that apart, and the next thing we'll be going to is servo motors. So there's a servo motor on each one. So here it's right there on here. You can't see it, but it's underneath this box, which is just a protective thing since it's brushless and people tend to roll them over more. And that is connected. If you look underneath of my car, there's a connector to it that goes to a white piece in the middle that as it turns a different way, it hooks to wheel connectors that make it turn. Now, next thing we'll be going over is bumpers. They have all different kinds of bumpers you can buy, even if they're metal, stuff like that. And they can look cooler, but I like the standard one. Now, we'll go over the body next. This body is an older body from when it first came. It's all cracked up and stuff. But if you have ever watched Stadium Super Truck Racing, which is on, I believe, Fox Sports 2 or something, or 1, they have cars that look just like this. And if you get the red one, the racer's Sheldon Creed. He's like one of the best racers there. And they have all different kinds, like the car ones and stuff, bodies and like that. Next is suspension. So when you first buy it, they all come with a little suspension thing. It has back or rear and front. And if your suspension ever goes bad, you can change them, which I believe it's just a pin. No, it's an Allen bolt that goes through it, but yours will already have them if the suspension's on it. Now, our next one will be, well, on the suspension, they have, I'm not sure if you can see it, like these are, they're like spacers. So if your suspension's if it's too high and you want it to be lower so it doesn't flip over while you're on the road, you can put some big ones. They come in all different sizes, from like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. You can get 3/4 inch even, from an 1/8 inch, a 16 inch, all kinds of little ones, even if it's just a small difference. And it's pretty nice to have and handy. Our next one will be the engine or motor, and this one is a Titan 12T, which is it's just a brush, which we'll talk about that very soon. So this one, you can get bigger upgrades and stuff, and like this Rustler here has a brushless, which goes faster, which it's a different thing, like setup, but they're pretty much the same size and all. And this one, and these are the gearboxes, these little black covers. They have different gears that you can change out, whether you want to go slower to accelerate and faster top speed, or faster or acceleration. But it's the same top speed, just you get to the speed faster. Now we'll go on. I've got my new Castle Creations engine or motor here, and its receiver, and it's really nice because if you've ever seen Castle Creation, the owner of it made the fastest RC car that goes 202 miles per hour. If you haven't, you can look up 202 mile per hour Castle Creations car on the internet, and it'll look up. Next thing is tires. So these are the normal standard tires. I think I like them because they're good. They're okay. They're like one of those on-road, off-road bikes. They're okay for on-road. They're okay for off-road. But these ones, they have low tread, but it's not too low. Like, I've worn them down a little. But there's also pretty high tread, like in some spots that aren't too grippy though. So you can climb over stuff, but it's not as good as like if you get like buggy tires or like sand tires. They'll work better for sand and not as good for dirt or on road. And we actually have some sand tires here, which are the back tires of this car, which are these ones. They're pretty nice, but they can wear down pretty fast. And the next one is you can get different, like these. If you put your body on here, it'll go in between both bumpers, and let's see if I can get it here. There. And those little buttons stick up over the hub, and that's when you would put your clip through. And that's like that. And we'll pull it out so we can continue. And last but not least, they have a battery holder. I don't have mine out, but it's it just hooks on a little pin here, and you put it down here, put the pin in, and it holds your battery. So you don't want to be like driving. Let's say you flip it over, the battery's just gonna fly right out. So it's a nice thing to have when that comes in handy. And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe or give a thumbs up like for Jake Industries. Good night.